Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. This is your boy Mish.
I am Zay.
And this is the Wrestling Show. As there's been a lot going on in WWE, AEW, and other various news within the realm of wrestling, and we're going to get into it. Zay, take it away, Brody.
All right, so Ricochet made his AEW debut. I mean, it was no surprise. Were you surprised?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Like,
writing was on the wall.
The writing was on the wall. I mean, there's nothing else you can't, I mean, there was no type of build-up. I mean, it leaked. I mean, and then they reported it. Of course he's going to show up at All In. It is what it is.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, we already knew he was going to AEW. I mean, it was just a matter of time for the debut. We knew he was debuting at the big event.
Yeah.
Ricochet's Ricochet. I wish him all the best, and hopefully they're able to fulfill his desired need for a belt.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
Man, they're gonna push that Will Ospreay versus Ricochet.
Oh yeah,
match.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
For all the indie fans who wanted to see that in the big league, so to speak, this is it.
This is it. Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all gonna get what y'all want.
Yeah,
y'all gonna get what y'all want.
Definitely. So it'll be happening sometime, maybe in a few months or so. You think?
Absolutely.
It won't take them long to cross paths.
No,
because at some point,
and he's a champ now. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and they get that AEW revenue back up as well.
Yeah,
I definitely see it.
All right, I got a potential WrestleMania match for you. Ready? Randy Orton versus MGK.
Machine Gun
Yeah.
No.
All right. So I said I'm joking. So I said it because there's a potential. There was some backstage beef with MGK and Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
Really?
Yeah. MGK went on Logan Paul's podcast, and pretty much he heard that Randy Orton was talking shit about him, and pretty much told him, he said, fuck you. Then hold on, let me get into it. And then Randy took to X and said, pretty much did like the lying emoji, like the Pinocchio emoji.
Yeah.
Pretty much responding to it, and then MGK pretty much responded like, "Yo, you got my number. Look at your text," and then did the Pinocchio nose back, and then Orton replied with a picture of Kevin Owens in the ring and everything, and then it was like right next to him and Logan Paul. So I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I'm not sure. That could possibly be somewhere down the line, but I don't see MGK getting in the ring at all.
If he knows what's good for himself, he better do what he do best.
I mean, he went to a table. I mean, he probably could take it. Probably.
They outlawed I wonder if they're gonna bring the punt back to Netflix.
Oh,
there you go. So let MGK let him hold out until the season premiere. And we'll see what he's got. MGK.
Hold on. Not the punt kick.
That's right.
To MGK, he would not survive it.
He's worth two flies. Okay, I can't even say that. MGK, he just spit recently a dope freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So it gave me a little hope for MGK. He's been a little quiet. A little bit, you know what I'm saying? I know he's all booed up. But other than that, he ain't lost no step now.
No, absolutely not. No.
That was a Cleveland. I'm in the hood. I'm getting down and dirty with it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Type of rhyme. So I mean,
his boys were back there with him and everything. Everybody looked shocked and stuff. I'm like, okay,
Tell you what, it wasn't 8 Mile.
Moving on. Big shout out to Netflix. They're bringing back one of my favorite TV shows based off of like the wrestling indies. Heels is coming to Netflix. I'm excited because that could potentially mean that the 3rd season could be on the way. I am so excited. Actor Stephen Amell just posted to his Instagram that the show is coming to Netflix September 16th, and I cannot wait.
Okay, so the first 2 seasons will be on Netflix.
First 2 seasons will be on Netflix,
okay.
But Netflix been grabbing like certain shows that were canceled and pretty much. So I'm hoping, I am praying that they do that because that show it was great.
It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was really one of those underrated shows.
Did you see the 2nd season?
I'm not done with it yet.
All right, yeah. Oh man, AJ Lee, she still got it.
Yeah, I think I watched the first 2 episodes, but yeah, I still got to finish it up. But I mean, if it's going straight to Netflix in a couple of weeks, then I'll just go ahead and finish it up then.
And think about this, it could work out.
Might just go from the beginning, just go all the way back through again.
Yeah. Also, it could work out because WWE's going to Netflix
as well. Yeah,
so you can have like more cameos and everything, so on and so forth. Yeah. So. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and this is what essentially what happens when you merge with TKO. You can get all sorts of goodness out of this deal, and I think right now the sky is the limit, man.
Absolutely,
the sky is honestly the limit. I mean, they're taking this thing to a whole new level, and I think a good show like Heels could potentially give certain superstars that range, so to speak. Even with Jade Cargill and her desire to play Storm in X-Men, I think that this probably could, give her, see what you got, see what you got, Jade. If they cast you for it, see what you got.
Jade Cargill and Storm.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man, you already see it.
You are nasty.
Bro, she's the modern day Storm right now as is.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I mean, hands down, it's been working for her.
Yes.
All she gotta do is get down to accent, and we can get something going here.
Yes, she is. Filthy. All right. So this past Monday on Raw, we the main event was Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable.
Yeah.
So I did not know this. I wonder if you knew this. Did you know that he broke his neck 5 years ago, and that's why he was out of action?
Who?
Bo Dallas.
No, actually, I didn't know that.
So I read that he broke his neck, and that's why he was out of action. And then he was supposed to come back, but then COVID and everything happened, and then they put him in the background, and he was just doing his thing, so on and so forth. Then teamed up with his brother, and then potentially that was gonna happen with something, So
I didn't know he broke his neck.
Yeah. Like that was his first match in 5 years. I couldn't believe it. I could have sworn he had like some type of match. Not 5 years.
Well, he came in and did a few moves, even with the late great Bray Wyatt.
Doing moves, but like to actually like have a match and like take some bumps and everything that.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was his first match in 5 years. Shout out to Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, on that one, bro. I mean, that's pretty remarkable, man. Coming back from a broken neck, as we know, a lot of professional athletes have came back from broken neck, man. But for the first time back in 5 years, I did not know that, man. Tip my hat to you, good sir.
Absolutely.
Seriously, good match.
All right. The WWE Performance Center is moving to Las Vegas.
What? They're taking it out of Florida?
I think so.
Really?
That's what the rumor is. They could possibly have it in 2 spots, which I thought they was going to do, but it might actually like just move like the whole operation. The whole operation to Las Vegas.
Well, Vegas is essentially the training ground for a lot of pro fighters, UFC, MMA.
Is that why they're doing it? That might be. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I did not think about that at all.
Big boxing, training hub for talent out that way. The Mayweather gym and Javante and essentially, I would like to say, I would like to say, I know the Apex is in Vegas, right? The Apex Center facility, I believe, for UFC. I believe that's in Vegas as well.
Yeah.
It very well could make sense in terms of working on cross branding between both UFC and WWE. Thinking in terms of having some UFC fighters who are going to make cameo appearances coming in and train a little bit, get the lay of the land. If they decide to make the switch or just for a cameo appearance. I'm for it, but I just thought, Florida, being in Florida so long, was a bit convenient, I would say. But you know what? As WWE has been white hot over the last year and a half or so.
Yeah, but who wants to make that move though? You gotta pick up and everything and go to Vegas from Florida.
Yeah, it's a move.
That's tough.
It's a move, bro. It's a move. I mean, it's like any job, man. Like, some jobs out there, you got to relocate to make ends meet. Same thing with military families. They have to relocate. In terms of the job and things of that nature. So, it comes with it. But I'm pretty sure that it's just not going to be an up and move. I'm sure they'll be given plenty of notice in terms of it, and maybe something schedule wise can be worked out. But we'll see how it goes.
All right. Okay. I was really looking forward to this movie, but it has been canceled. The Hulk Hogan movie has been canceled. You're not you should not be surprised at all. After everything the Hulk has been doing, I mean, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, but who was set to play Hogan?
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, right?
Perfect cast.
Wow. Well,
and I heard the script was done and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, essentially, this is it's been the dark side of Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
essentially
man,
once
only you could do that to yourself.
That's it, man. Once you bust the top, that's it. It's, and like I said, for somebody who's been a fan and seeing him interact with minorities and things of that nature, it's a little bit of a tough blow. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, work out, and all that stuff, man, growing up, and now to find out, the person that you kind of looked up to and admired is a proverbial bigot.
Didn't you say he was pretty much black in WCW?
Dog, I mean, I tell you what, man, you name anybody else who could have pulled off that Hollywood character, man, and there was nobody else who could do it. He was talking hood the whole nine.
Yeah.
It was just in his own way, but it's hey, man, some things, you just gotta, it is what it is, man. I can't go no further with it, man. Once you see them up there ripping off his shirt and doing a promo at the Trump convention,
and so he gonna suplex Kamala Harris, yeah, he was done after that.
We all know them knees and hips are shot, and you better hope nobody don't try to suplex another one of his videos out there.
Oh, trust me, if Vince was still running the show, he'd probably give Hogan one more match at Crown Jewel or something.
Give him the Randy. just end it. Give him the legend.
Give him the Randy and just
give him the Randy. Mm-hmm. Just end it. End it. I'm sorry, I love you. Just drop him on his neck. That's it.
Not the sorry, I love you. All right. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry is set to pretty much this Sunday is gonna fight for the NXT championship, and he's an NXT superstar. But I told you he had that contract where he can go from TNA to NXT.
So is this gonna be at Sunday? You said.
Yeah.
Oh, what was this NXT? Was this No Mercy? What event is this?
I believe it's no, it's not Bash.
No, Bash in Berlin is Saturday.
No. I thought they had like the All American Bash. I think it's No Mercy.
I think it is. Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to know how you feel about that, man. Just a guy who just just had a hit song on iTunes. TNA's hottest star, now doing a cross brand thing, and now about to fight for the NXT championship. Not the Universal or the World Heavyweight, but the NXT. Still a pretty big title. You know what I'm saying? But like the guy's just the momentum is just incredible.
Yeah, it's like a star is risen. It's like how LA Knight just simply rose from the ashes, and the guy is incredibly talented. On the mic, singing. He was just on the guitar. Last night it was like his own concert. It was pretty good actually. Mm-hmm. Kind of reminded me of The Rock in some ways. Mm-hmm. But the guy is, within the next year or so, I look for this guy to be on the main active roster, and the whole entire crowd essentially singing his entrance, his song all the way to the ring, man. He's got that type of momentum right now.
I hope he's at Raw in December so we can all, raise our hands
Oh
from side
well,
to side.
if they could expedite this, then that would be great.
Hey, listen.
And I keep asking, when is Raw on Netflix again?
Raw is coming to Netflix January 2025.
Oh,
they
okay.
don't have an actual date,
Right,
but
so,
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we got.
But yeah, we got plenty of time. They can cook something up before then. But yeah, if we see him in December when Raw comes to our city, yeah, that'd be great.
I definitely think
like on a dark match or something. I'll be very happy, very happy man.
It's few and far between where you're getting dark matches these days. That's all we
was very surprised when we had like a nice little dark match when we saw Boston's own Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, was that Raw?
That was Raw.
Oh, okay.
When we had those cringy nosebleed seats.
Yeah, it was only, but that was the only.
That was the only match they had.
That was the only dark match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God, I remember the days where you can get at least 2 to 3 dark matches.
2 to 3?
That's right. Before the actual event went on.
I don't remember 2. There used to be 3 matches before the actual show started.
Maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. When you got all this pregame slot and this pregame show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's only so much. Don't get me wrong. You're getting everybody hyped with the vignettes and things leading up to it.
Yeah.
But let's get some matches on the card as well. Let's get some guys in there for quick 7-8 minute matches or something like that. Some talent that we're not seeing consistently, going out there and doing their thing as well. And don't get me wrong, of course the house shows are probably the best way to have dark matches and introduce new talent and see what the reaction is. But in terms of these these pre-PLEs and in their pre-game shows, let's go back to getting maybe 1 or 2 dark matches on prior to the event starting.
Yeah.
If not that, then go ahead and air something on X or YouTube or something to that.
They do that whole speed crap.
Yeah, but that's only on Wednesday. I'm talking about before the PLE.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's and who has the time to turn in during the work day at 12 noon to look at speed?
Nobody.
Damn straight.
I wanted to talk about Bash in Berlin, but I see here only like 4 matches have been announced. That can't be right. Well, 5 matches is announced. Yeah, so that can't be right. I figured there'd be more.
Yeah, the mixed tag match.
Well, I'll go through this list right now. We'll just give our opinions and pick our winners and everything.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Let's start with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match with Unholy Union versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Bianca and Jade getting their titles back.
Okay. You don't want Isla Dawn getting her title? Keeping her title? I'm putting this down. You talk to me, please. Talk to me.
I like Isla Dawn.
Okay.
What we gotta do is good for business. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta do what's best for business.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. That's just I gotta put my heart on my. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about. I gotta think business.
This man was a fan.
I am.
But we gotta stick to business.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Bianca and Jade, right? I got Bianca and Jade as well. Like I said, we'll see what happens. Not a lot of build up to this match, but
I mean, yeah, and you got the Blair Davenport factor as well. I mean, yeah, it could.
Oh my God, that name. What's it called again?
What? Blair Davenport?
No, Unholy Union. Like, it just bothers me.
Unholy Union. I'm like, I don't know. It's like they had like a whole like Marvel entrance at one point with Alba Fire and Dawn. Yeah. And I don't know if they.
I think it was like during NXT.
Yeah, they scaled it back. Even when they debuted, it looked like they might have scaled it back a little bit. Nonetheless, they will not finish this weekend as champs.
Next match on the card was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh, that's gonna be phenomenal.
In a strap match.
I think Punk's gonna win this.
Yeah, I think Punk's gonna. I think he has to win this. He has to.
After the SummerSlam
between the Rumble, the SummerSlam, yeah, he needs a W. I mean, he's been back for what, almost a year now. Just about.
He's been cutting promos for almost a year now.
Cutting promos from almost a year now.
3 matches total. 2 matches. Two.
This will be his third.
This will be his third. No, this will be his third.
No, he had a house match. I mean,
the one with Dominic Mysterio when he came back?
That's right. He did go one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, so legitimately, this is his
fourth match.
This is his fourth match.
Fourth match, yeah. He needs a W. I honestly, kind of want Drew to win. I want this rivalry to keep going. I want him to keep the bracelet at least. So I want Punk to win, but I want Drew to still keep the bracelet.
I want the feud to keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I want him to keep the bracelet though. Like at the end of the match, still find a way to keep the bracelet.
Yeah.
To just keep it going. Yeah, so that's my pick.
You know what I want to see? I want to see AJ Lee at ringside.
I want to see AJ Lee too. I thought we was gonna get her Money in the Bank, but we didn't. It would have been perfect. Like I said, that was a waste of a briefcase. Waste of a briefcase. Why would you just do that and then just waste it for what? You knew Punk was gonna interfere.
Yeah, I need Dark Drew McIntyre. I need him to tie up Punk, kiss AJ Lee on the lips, make Punk watch, make him get emotionally involved.
You sound like Paul Heyman.
Then we're going Hell in the Cell. After that, that's what I want. I want this to go a little further. I do. I'm enjoying myself.
It's gonna be a Hell in a Cell match. It has to be.
I hope so.
It has to be. I've been calling it.
There's a Bad Blood after this, right?
Bad Blood after this, yeah. All right, we got Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. I already know who you picking, so it is what it is.
Do you?
You know, you tell me you're not gonna go. You're gonna go against Dirty Dom. I'm editing that. Dominic Mysterio. Don't look at me like that. Slowly getting infected, folks. Slowly getting infected.
Filthy Dom. What more could I say?
Oh my God.
He's probably got the best mustache in the business going right now. The Dirty Sanchez. I mean, the best mullet in the business right now.
I mean, he's making it work for him. I gotta give him that.
Best side piece in the game.
As far as a character, he's making it work for him. Absolutely.
Filthy Dom, and he's got the IC thing coming up soon as well. Next Monday. This could be Filthy Dom's. Yeah, he ain't dirty no more. He's filthy.
So your pick is. Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna root for Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley.
I am too. But you know, new Judgment Day.
I know. There's gonna be
there's gonna
be like some type of interference from Finn. I know.
Oh no, it'll be you know the numbers game is always in effect.
I know.
But the thing is does Rhea and Damian have somebody to watch their back on the other end? Could there be something we haven't seen yet? Like I said,
could AEW and WWE reach an agreement and have Edge come back? The founder? Come on, that will work. That will work. Come on.
It would work.
That would definitely work.
It would work, but you have to throw in add somebody else to the fray.
I was gonna say Christian, but I bit my tongue.
Christian is too much right now. Christian has too much creative freedom with the microphone right now, and he's
just saying anything.
He's on a tangent.
Yeah, he is.
So no, Christian is TVMA right now. He's on a whole nother cloud.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you want to add in Baron Corbin,
I would add in Baron Corbin.
The Lone Wolf. I need the Lone Wolf back.
That is not no Lone Wolf.
He's been spaded.
Yes, he has. Undisputed Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens.
man, I know Cody's gonna win this, man. It's just in the manner of which he wins.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
I'm giving it to Cody.
Kevin Owens has been my champion since he debuted in NXT. Always. I will never go against him. I will never ever go against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
You know, toward the beginning of this year, late last year, that Cody train was you was the conductor.
I know I was a conductor.
You was riding that train all the way through, bro. And now look at you. I can't turn on Kevin Owens, huh?
You can't. No, Kevin Owens says, you gotta understand, Kevin Owens was the first big man I seen to do a swanton. That was it. I was like, yeah, that's my guy. And then I looked at his stuff in Ring of Honor. He was just ridiculous. He was 10 times worse.
Okay. I'll give you that. The indie Kevin Owens.
Indie Kevin Owens was nasty.
Yeah, it's like ECW RVD versus
that. Yeah, it's just like
right.
that. That's a good. Yeah, okay. Just like that. To sit there and power drive Marie through a ladder. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit touched then.
Yeah. It was. Man, listen. All right, so yeah, Kevin Owens. All right, so this looks like to be the last match on the card, but maybe they might add more matches on this Friday, but we'll see. World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Randy Orton.
It's in Gunther's backyard, essentially.
We've been wrong before. Does Randy become the 15-time world champion?
I see Gunther retaining.
I see, of course, I see Gunther retaining, but I like the idea of, like a nice little disappointment. Nice little disappointment in his hometown. They've done it before. I mean, why not do it again?
There's no way Gunther loses.
I know, but you never know. Many dumb things have happened before. I mean, why not?
No,
I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Orton's my guy. Love Orton, man, but right now is not the. I don't see Orton getting the title unless he's a heel. If that makes any sense, I think you get the best out of Orton when he's a heel. And
I mean, you can't get that Orton back, honestly.
You don't think so?
I don't think. Well, he's been ruthless before, but there's just something special about 09, 08, 09 Orton when he was just, just dropping people. Age of Orton, Legacy. Like, there was just something special about that Orton. Orton was like a whole different animal back then.
All right, so this Orton's a little, you said tuned down a little bit?
Tuned down just a little bit. I think he can go back if he wanted to, but that's about it.
All right, well, somebody have to bring it out of him. So, ultimately, I do see Gunther going over.
Uh-huh. All right, so we may have a WWE return coming soon. Alexa Bliss.
Oh, okay. She's been out for what? She had a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Seeing that, she might actually be on her way back soon, and might possibly have a little program with the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
We shall see. And I see that Bobby Lashley's taking up boxing now. Why you give me that look like you're not surprised? The man's a fighter. Like he needs something to do.
Bobby's going to boxing now?
Bobby's going to boxing now.
Does he have a fight set up? Or?
No, he does not have a fight set up, but he is training.
He's training in boxing.
The work don't stop.
Yeah, the work don't stop, but I mean, okay. I'll see. I mean, we've watched worse things before. So if Bobby has a legitimate boxing match, I'll definitely tune in to see Bobby. But I mean, he had a pretty good UFC. MMA career. Was it Strikeforce?
Yeah, Well,
it was pretty good until
I only watched one match.
Nah, he was pretty. He was undefeated for a while until he went against one dude.
Yeah, I only watched one match. Yeah,
he went against one dude. I think it was West something. I forget the dude's name. I don't know if he lost on that fight. But yeah, ever since Bobby lost his first MMA match, it wasn't
Yeah, okay.
I ain't gonna say it was that lackluster, but I mean the man's
Was it better than Batista's MMA fight?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring that up. Yes, I do.
Brass body. Is that what they were called? Brass body.
Brass body. Good Lord. All right. Last thing I want to talk to you about. I was gonna say this for last week's show, but it didn't happen. But I want to talk to you about that SmackDown where Solo handed the tag team champion to Tama Tonga. Yeah, let's talk about that tag team match. So we can't throw punches now, huh? We just tagging people on faces. Right on the chin, huh?
They need to get. He needs to go ahead and lead the NXT bloodline or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first and foremost, let me stop. Discrediting the man. You know, he's got credentials. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the game for a while now.
He's the only man that messes with 619.
He's been in the game for a while now. Okay, all right. And, I don't know if he's having a tough time adjusting. Is it the nerves? But when you are sitting there and essentially have a whole entire crowd chanting, "You can't wrestle."
Legitly.
That's not a good look.
That's what they chant. They chant, "He cannot wrestle."
That's not a good look.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It has the people talking.
Yeah.
I mean, one person around here used to say, "All publicity is good publicity." This ain't good for. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's gonna have people saying, "Well, let me tune in and see what they're talking about." Yeah, and if you're gonna be the botch master, then that's it. But to take the title off of Jacob Fatu and give it to Tonga Loa, man. I mean, it's the tribal chief's will right now. So we'll see how this all shakes out.
Was you kind of shocked that they actually still had him go against Roman, even though he had a cast on and everything?
Oh yeah, the thing on his the boot on his foot.
Yeah,
I was surprised by it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like he still moved, but doing a further injury. So I get it, but
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not, but I actually read a report that Keith Lee wants to head back. It's actually a very, very solid rumor that he's in talks of actually coming back.
Well, I think that you could probably right the ship as he left as the Bearcat. For those who know,
don't you did what?
I'm just saying. I just think right now. For those who know or don't know, his wife is Mia Yim,
who's about to get a title shot against Nia Jax.
Right. So, I could definitely see it. Just like I could see it maybe at some point Buddy Murphy coming over. I could potentially see Aleister Black coming back over again.
That's the only reason why I watched, AEW, just to see those guys on what they do, because they're great. I just think they weren't used properly in the WWE, under the Vince regime. But
if you could get like, even if Buddy Murphy right now was to come and join him and Damian and Rhea, that's money.
That would be great.
That's money.
That's money. That books itself.
Yeah, that's money.
That books itself.
Hands down.
You know, that's just. Yeah, well, I mean, gotta explain the whole having a boyfriend and then, you know, actual husband coming in there, but yeah, it's all right.
Hey, they got Blade in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, didn't they? That's right. They'll figure it out if it came down to it. You know.
Yeah, I heard they're doing something with that, by the way, too.
What?
Gambit.
There was what?
I heard they're doing something with that, by the way. Gambit
movie.
We're gonna geek out a little bit. Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds posted to Instagram it's supposed to be a post-credit scene that's supposed to be at the end of the movie that Gambit lived, because remember that little cloud thing that takes everybody.
Yeah.
So he lived. Well, and then the Doctor Strange circle appears at the end of it, and he goes through.
Did I miss that?
No, well, it's on Instagram. It was never in theaters, but Ryan Reynolds posted like a deleted scene that showed that Gambit lived, that he went through the portal. So he's actually in the MCU now.
Let me take a look at that.
Yeah. All right.
Take a look at that later.
All right, we're done geeking out.
Take a look at that later on.
All right, let's get down to suplex of the week.
Okay.
I think me and your suplex are the same. There's nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's who I think it is.
Oh, absolutely. The guy who had probably the best match on NXT.
You need to stop.
with our very own Big Hat Corbin on NXT.
Stop it, man.
Gable Stevenson is being suplexed.
Got cut, baby. You got cut.
How do you do that?
Got cut.
Who did he get cut by? What team?
Buffalo Bills.
That's crazy.
No, it ain't.
No, I'm just like, for him, that's crazy.
No, it ain't.
I mean, what do you do now? I mean,
you can go train for the 2020 Olympics. You can go back into
you gotta go back into wrestling, or you gotta do that.
You mean, listen, Gable Stevenson has several. You can go do Dancing with the Stars. He can go do what's that? The Masked Singer.
That's how you know it's over, when you do Dancing with the Stars.
You can do the Masked Singer, The Bachelor.
You're just bringing him down. That's the Masked Singer.
I'm giving this man some exposure.
Oh God.
The flavor of Gable. You know what I'm saying? He can get his own dating reality thing going himself. You know what I'm saying?
And there's plenty of Bostonian chicks that will actually participate in that show. Shout out to Blue Hill Ave.
Shout out to D Street.
There you go.
Please.
Hey man, watch.
Ultimately, man, I mean,
I give it a month. You gonna try for hockey?
Hey.
If wrestling don't work, if football don't work, I'll take the next contact sport.
I mean, maybe he needs, you know, to really take his time coming up.
Slow down and figure out what you want to do.
I mean,
slow down.
Yeah, sometimes it's, you know, and right now would probably be a good way for him to potentially get on the indie scene and try out a few things and learn a few things a little bit. But I knew he wasn't going to stay with the Buffalo Bills. I knew there's no wrestler, even as good as big and as athletic as Brock Lesnar was, that he was going to stay on the Minnesota Vikings roster as offensive lineman. It wasn't happening. Same thing with Gable Stevenson. There's no way he was staying on that active roster. I mean, bro, for you to even make make the last cut or whatever else have you, that's excellent. But, you know, you're coming into a sport greener than a blade of grass. Yeah, you did impress.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have signed you, put you on if you didn't impress them, of course, man. But, you know, unless there's another NFL team that's willing to give you a look, you know, there's other outlets. I mean,
there's other outlets.
You can go ahead and
no, he needs to take a break and figure out what he wants to do. Because like someone's told me before, not all Olympic, gold medalists or wrestlers go straight to WWE.
No, absolutely not.
They take time to go figure it out. I mean, you had all the hype and everything like I said before on a previous episode that's on Spotify, it was a nice idea. Not complete or anything, but he could have been done better.
Right.
He could have been done better. He could have built him up.
Thought about this.
Yeah.
And then next time he came out, we would have went
full regalia.
Simple as that.
Yeah. I agree. That's like, you know, I felt bad for Baron Corbin that he had to carry that match.
Baron knew what he had to do.
Baron knew what he had to do.
He knew what he had to do. All right.
And I can't wait for an interview where he actually talks about it. I can't wait. He had to be fuming like the whole entire match. Like, we rehearsed this. Why are you fucking up now?
You know, it's a whole nother adrenaline rush when you get in there, and maybe his mind was racing, you know, a bit much, but
I mean, I get it. Once you come out in the crowd, you see all those people and everything like that. You know, as small as you know, NXT arenas are, but you know, even still,
they really should have brought him along slowly. They should have brought him along slow, like they did with Mark Henry. You know what I'm saying? Mark Henry and Kurt Angle are probably the only two Olympians that come off the top of my head. Gable Stevenson is not Gable Stevenson.
No, Vince trying to do it again.
Chad Gable as well. You know, in terms of Olympians who've made the transition and so far.
Was Jason Jordan one too?
Jason Jordan as well.
Okay.
All right. We all know Jason Jordan, my man. You know, but other than that, man, it's just that's tough sledding, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's real tough sledding. But yeah, I think he'll get back on. There's always room in AEW. There's room on the TNA roster, MLW.
No, because TNA's tied with NXT. I'm not doing that.
There's New Japan.
Now you really want him to get
what's the other organization with my man the War Master?
GCW.
With Josh Barnett. The shoot wrestling over there. You know, there's a lot of outlets. Essentially, he could even go to MMA. He's a wrestler. You know, there are a lot of wrestlers went to MMA, and you know.
Gable Stevenson, take a break. Figure out what you want to do, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just trying to help.
Give him a suplex, please.
I'm just trying to help, dog. I'm trying to make this suplex. I mean, you got suplex. I was just trying to make the landing just a little bit soft for you.
I ain't. You embarrassed the lone wolf.
He volunteered for the job. You know, that's all I can say. He volunteered for the job.
Oh man, just be a fly on the wall, just to hear how that whole entire conversation went backstage. Like, I know somebody was like, "What the hell? We practiced this."
It's definitely not long enough, but it is what it is. Gable Stevenson, you've been suplexed, my boy.
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys, we need you guys to share, like, and subscribe here with the Suplex Sports Podcast. Mm-hmm. We are also on Spotify as well. You can catch up with our previous episodes of the last year or so on Spotify, leading up to current episodes now. Also, hit us up on TikTok as well as Instagram.
Yeah, big shout out to those who will follow us on TikTok. I know it's been growing up and growing since then, and I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to all our followers on YouTube and all platforms as well. Holla at your boy. We're here all day, every day at MCHX. We're on Instagram. All right, this is the Suplex Sports Podcast. This has been the Wrestling Show. This is your boy Mish.
I am Zay.
And we're going to see you guys next time.